Talk Radio, you're in to all things music.
Check. Welcome to Rekt Reviews, movies and entertainment analysis using the latest in beer goggle technology. And here are your dubiously qualified hosts, Erik, Paul, and Shark. And Amy. I love that.
My favorite intro ever.
I love that so much.
I forgot about it. I'm glad. I keep
It's
getting surprised.
It's going to be surprised every time.
Yeah.
That was one of the major reasons I got here so fast. I didn't want to miss the intro.
Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back.
We're back.
Hey, remember when we used to do this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to talk about movies.
On a regular basis, all those beautiful movies we've always reviewed.
Yeah.
Remember when movies were exciting? And
Right.
You wanted to go
Like
see
Mission
them?
Impossible Fallout.
I'm getting to
That was
the
pretty
point.
good.
Nobody wanted to watch.
Actually,
for some reason.
I was.
I watched
gonna
it.
watch that. I thought we were going to review it.
I know. I thought we were too, but we never did.
Life
That's right.
happens.
It was good.
And I did see it. Well, listen, what we are doing is the latest Predator. And I'm pretty sure we can get through that pretty fast.
Oh,
No, there's a lot to unpack here.
We're
You're
gonna
wrong.
savor
That's
the
where you're wrong.
flavor on this.
Well,
You know what's really funny is Amy, after you saw it and you texted, you're like, "There's so many things I want to say about this movie," and like when I only wish I had taken a pad and pencil to the movie with me, just because there's so much.
It's like you need to
stuff,
watch
man.
it twice.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very true.
And I would actually
I
like
want
to
to
watch
watch
it
it twice.
again, but I'm not. I don't like, honestly, in the theater, because it's very funny. I went today and saw it, and I was the only person in the theater.
I don't doubt
I was
that.
the only person there,
Not
and
surprised.
like at several moments, I was like, I'm getting up and leaving. I can't
Really?
anymore. Yeah, but I was like, I have to see the end of this. I've got to see how it ends. And I really wish I had not.
All right, before we go into it, what are we all drinking today?
Because we need to drink.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's
'cause we're
Friday.
Rekt
We
Reviews.
earned it. We
It's
deserve
Friday.
It
this.
is. It's been a long week.
Well, you know
Oh
what?
my
Oh,
God.
first of all,
And it started with Predator.
we are streaming, right?
That's right.
On Caffeine TV.
Caffeine TV.
And if you don't know who we are, if you've never seen us before, which you probably haven't because we've never been on Caffeine TV before.
Hey,
This
Nisa.
is the Rekt Review. And what we do here is, I'm Shark, by the way. Okay, everyone, introduce yourself.
I am
And might
Erik.
as well let them know what you're drinking.
Yeah, and let us know what you're drinking.
Oh,
Wait a minute,
sure.
Shark, wait.
What
are you
exactly? What kind of
Yeah, what are you
alcoholic are you?
drinking?
I'm having a double nothing on the rocks.
No
I-
SoCo?
No SoCo today. I haven't, like, you guys caught me on a not drinking
Okay.
day.
Because
But
you were in Vegas for like a month.
I was in Vegas for a long time. Yeah, and Vegas can do that to you.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're still wearing off the Vegas.
listen, I can smell Vegas on me. So
You know what's so funny? We had the same conversation last time. You said you just came back from Vegas and said, I'm not drinking again.
you know what's even funnier is there's a slight chance that I might be on a plane tomorrow morning going to Vegas
Oh
again.
my God.
You know,
which-
we just got to do these podcasts from Vegas. We got to catch you like at your peak performance.
Trust me, if we could do
Either
these,
that or you need an
if
intervention.
we could do these from Beer Park
Oh,
in
hey.
Vegas, trust me, it would be awesome.
If
It'd
you
be
want to
absolutely
treat
awesome.
to flights for 3 more people, I'm willing to go. I've never been to Vegas. So
What? You've never been to
no,
Vegas?
I've never been to Vegas. I've been to Italy, I've been to Japan, no Vegas. Sorry.
Who are you, Amy?
I'm Amy.
And
Well,
what
that's
are you
what-
drinking?
Yeah, and what are you drinking, Amy?
Like this movie, it's going to be a gamble. I decided to go with a cocoa nut Rita. And I'm like, this is either going to be the worst decision of my life or the best decision of my life. And cracked it open, and at first I'm no.
Yeah.
But it has alcohol in it, so that's okay.
Yeah, just looking at Coconut Rita, I'm like, yeah, not a fan.
If that's
already.
the worst decision you've ever made, your life's pretty good.
It's
Yeah.
actually pretty
You
decent
have a
right now.
pretty
Yeah,
damn good
yeah.
life. You
I
really
mean,
do.
it's in a 25 flowing out, so we'll see what happens.
And Mr. Paul, who rules them all over there, what are you drinking?
I am drinking
In the classy.
red wine out of a plastic cup, the way I always do. This is actually pretty good.
Hey, you know what?
Keeping it classy.
Listen, you know
This
that-
is Quail Creek. I picked it up at Whole Foods for like $5, and it's actually really not bad for $5.
You know what? If you're going to drink wine out of a plastic cup, it's probably the best way to do it. It's a beautiful
Yeah.
thing. So that's what we do here on the Rekt Review. We kind of get wrecked and we review films that that everyone should love. And I don't know if we've ever all actually loved a film.
No, we have.
Other than actually, I think we all liked Logan. I hated it at first, and then
It took you a while.
It took you a while.
It's going to take you a while with this movie too.
No, it's not going to take a while at all. Yeah, I'm already convinced of what's up with this movie. So,
And Eric, what are you drinking?
I am drinking Bully Pulpit by Council Brewing, here local in San Diego. They're great.
Okay.
I love this beer. It's one of my
Bully.
favorites.
There's no Duckfoot today?
No Duckfoot.
Okay.
I was in a,
No
I was in a
Duckfoot this time.
whiny mood.
You're always in a whiny mood.
It says these
right.
people will be drinking and review.
So everyone watching,
There we go.
Emerald Storm, Florentino, Nisa, thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for
Haven't
checking
seen-
in with us.
Right.
What we're doing is we're going to be
see how long
reviewing
they-
The
we'll see how long
Predator.
they stick around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, you're reviewing Predator? I got to go.
Oh my God. Let me just say, this is America's national treasure. I love this movie so much.
I did too.
I
Before we
love
get into
it.
that, are you guys fans of the first one, two, however
Okay.
many more?
This is
Yeah, this is important.
yeah. I'll start this whole thing by saying this. Can we please not have another Predator film? Because the first one is one of the greatest movies of all time.
How about Predator versus Shark versus Jaws?
You know what? If they want to pay me a couple million to be in that, you got it. And then I'll pray that no one
The
ever
Predator
sees it.
versus the Meg.
Yeah, but every Predator since the first one, Predator 2 was garbage.
I've never seen it.
Don't-
Yeah,
yeah.
Predator 2
I
was,
saw it, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They've all been garbage. I mean, the first
I
one,
haven't seen any of the AVP ones or whatever.
I saw one of them and
Me neither.
probably got through 30 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And then I was like, yeah.
And then there's Predators, right, with Adrian Brody,
yes, terrible.
which I was
I
talking
heard someone
to
said
Paul
that
about.
was good.
Oh no,
Really?
no.
I don't know. I've never seen it,
Yeah.
so I was going off that.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, it's one of those things. If you want to just laugh at a really, really bad movie,
Like
you-
this one.
like
This
this one,
one?
yeah.
Okay.
You'll put it on and you'll just have a couple of beers and you'll sit back and go, boy, this is terrible.
Or a couple joints might
Or
even
a
be
couple
better.
joints,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, and it's just like this is
Predators
terrible.
has, I don't know, it's got Walter Goggins.
Goggins.
I love that dude.
Yeah, Walt
dude-
Goggins.
Yeah.
He's a good actor, but like in this, you'll just be annoyed by him. Like,
Okay,
no, actually, not so much by him. You're just annoyed by the whole thing. You're
Yeah.
just like you're mad at yourself for being there
Yeah.
watching it. So
Yeah, he's been in questionable movies,
Kind-
but I
kinda-
love the guy.
kind of like the new one. So
Well, can we talk about Shane Black too, real quick? Or is anybody here a Shane Black fan?
Who's Shane Black?
I am.
He's
Shane
the
Black's the
director.
writer and the director.
Oh,
and
okay.
he actually wrote the original one.
Okay.
And he was
Did he-
in the original.
He was
yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
He was in the
I didn't
original
know-
Predator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He was the
wrote
guy. He was the guy with the glasses who told the jokes.
And
He
he-
wrote and directed Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Oh,
you guys
I
have
heard
seen
that was
that.
good too.
He wrote
Yeah.
Lethal
The
Weapon.
nice guys.
Yeah.
Iron Man 3.
Yeah. I generally I've always liked him because so he was an 80s guy,
Yeah.
and
he wrote Lethal Weapon.
he wrote Lethal Weapon, yeah. So he had like the over the top action movies that had a little bit of comedy to them.
Always took place on Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So
He's got a thing for Christmas.
yeah, and of course, I was much younger in the 80s, so I was kind of into that. It's like, oh yeah, the action, everything's blowing up, and the original Predator had everything you wanted then. It was a big action, blow everything up movie.
Mm-hmm.
It was a horror movie. It was an action film. And years later, I see it. I still love it, but you can see how it's like, yeah, there's way too much testosterone in this movie, but it was cool,
And
Well, that was
Arnold,
like the point, right? Like,
and it was an original idea.
Yeah,
It was a
that's
very
true.
original idea at the time. So
it's kind of a slasher movie.
Yeah.
But instead of like helpless teenagers or whatever, you have
Right.
you have like
Jesse the
pe-
Body Ventura.
You have
Yeah.
like the people that solve all problem, like
I ain't
all
got
physical
time to
problems,
bleed.
right?
I ain't got time
And then you have
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
that's stronger than them come in and kill them.
yeah.
So that was a cool idea.
Yeah, but since then, I mean, there's been a lot of knockoffs and stuff of it, and then of course the sequels, and none of them have been good. I mean, like the Predator 2 was such a fall off from the first one. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this movie is this bad, and the original Predator was as good as
You
it
saying
was.
a movie was bad that had Gary Busey in it?
Gary Busey might have been the best thing in that movie, just because he's Gary
He is
Busey.
also America's national treasure. So.
His son is in the new one.
in the new one. Yeah,
What was-
so
what was
you get to see a
he?
Busey die. He was a scientist
He
guy.
was with the blonde-haired scientist.
Oh, I knew he looked familiar.
Yeah, and they killed him, and I was like, "Yay, he's dead." Let's move on
Oh
and kill
my
more people.
god. Okay, that makes sense.
So I don't know about you guys, but this is just my pet peeve: movies that have small children as like the main character. annoy the shit out of me.
that are smarter than everybody else.
Smarter than everybody else. And this kid,
Well, it's
in
the
particular,
natural evolution of humans.
That's right.
Because he's on.
Of course, you would say that you were the dead end of evolution.
Exactly.
You're as far as it got. You're a fossil.
I am where we hit the wall. That's it. And this kid, like the annoying little tick that he had through the whole movie, I was like, somebody please, just can he get?
You know
killed?
what?
He has Asperger's.
He's got Asperger's.
Yes.
You know what I enjoyed most about that? Like when at the beginning when the fire alarm's going off and he can't handle the noise.
Yeah,
he's freaking out. But when guns are shooting next to him,
he's cool with that.
He's perfectly fine with
Oh
that.
my God.
He's cool with that.
Yeah. That's a nice attention to detail.
But so there's nothing except for the fact that they show the predators coming to Earth. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing in this movie that's a setup. Everything else is they just jump right into it.
Yeah, there was a lot of, I don't know about you guys, but through the scenes, it feels like there was a lot of disconnects that made no sense. It's like...
This movie's one of the worst edited
movies
I've seen in a
worst
very long time.
edited.
I think, this is more worsely edited than the acting. Acting's pretty bad up there, but the editing is right above that.
And the hell was that?
What the hell was that?
That was my phone. Anyway, like the probably the laziest writing too.
That's true.
That I've ever seen. But so here's what killed me is that it actually started off. I like the way it just jumped right into the action. Like, okay, we're going to get right into this movie, and it did that. Then all of a sudden, it just kind of stopped.
Right.
Like, and they went to the little kid, and it's like, why are we watching this? What does this have to do with anything?
That little kid didn't wait.
The little kid annoyed Malone so much.
Hi, Jigglypuff. That's very distracting. The boobs. Squirrel boobs.
Boobs.
Squirrel
We
boobs.
don't usually talk amongst ourselves, but we want to make sure that we get those other people that are there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Get some attention there. I know we're not used to this yet. Thank you, guys.
Everyone watching, thanks for hanging out. This is our first time trying this. Normally, we just do this as a podcast. So
especially you, Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff.
First of all, that's my favorite Pokemon, and I actually have Pikachu tattooed on my leg. So, yeah.
Here we go.
God.
Can we see him?
No, we just
there's a little
there's
bit
a
of
delay.
delay.
Hold on.
Yeah, there you go.
There you
Yeah, right here.
Now he's in there.
The dog's like, please.
Now he's in there.
That's Sammy.
Shame,
Hi, Sammy.
shameless cuteness. Yeah, we put.
Oh man.
Okay, so
All right, guys. Yeah,
There we go.
it's a new thing for us. We'll get it.
Yeah.
So we're not
Especially after more drinking.
yeah, we are.
Sammy says, "Hey, Anissa."
He's shy. He left.
Aw. But all right, going back to this beautiful fucking movie of the treasure. Yeah,
All right.
let's go into
Okay,
this.
so now Olivia Munn.
Are we gonna,
What the hell?
Can we talk about the beginning of this thing?
Okay,
It's
what
like,
part?
Well, did anyone notice the capsule, the escape capsule the
Yes.
Predator
Yes.
came out of was labeled Pod 3?
Yes.
Was it?
It
In
was.
English?
Yeah, it was in English.
It was in English,
it's so
but
good.
they talk in their language that they have to translate on screen. They couldn't do that for Pod 3.
Yeah, it just had to
Yeah,
be-
like because they speak English or they write in English. They
Wait.
just speak
But
in
that guy was a crossbreed between the predator and a human, right?
So he built the pod and called it Pod
And called
3.
it
His
Pod
like,
3?
didn't you? The scientist said that like a predator fucked a human, right?
Yeah.
So maybe
Well,
like
but
his
then-
mama taught
So
him.
then it was an
They-
English human.
I don't know if they had sex per se, but they did. There was some.
Do you think Arnold? Was it Arnold that fucked one?
Okay, listen.
What?
Let me tell you something. Honestly, at the end of the movie, when they had the little pod, it's like, yeah, we got this, and something was coming out of it. I swear to God, I thought it was going to be Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I did too.
I was
Why
like, they're
would that
gonna,
make
Why did they focus on that solely?
okay,
Like,
because so what? Basically, the ending plot is that the first predator came to warn us that the other ones were coming, and he was bringing us something to help us fight them.
Well, that was the one at the beginning of this movie.
At the beginning of this movie, which I don't understand why.
because he was killing everyone too.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was kind of an asshole about it.
He's killing everybody.
I want you
but,
guys to have
but-
this weapon, but you're gonna die.
yeah, I'm here to help you. I come in peace. You know? So, and what I just put it together in my head. I was like, I think that Arnold Schwarzenegger is coming out of that pod because in the very first one, he was the one that killed the actual predator. So he's going to be so they thought he's the one that can do it.
how much do you want to bet they did approach Arnold Schwarzenegger and he's like, hell no?
They actually did approach him.
Did they?
I read when I, on my way to Vegas one time, I was reading an article about it on the plane.
Okay.
And they did approach him to be in it, and he was like, "Thank you, no."
I'm way over it, and it's going to be trash.
Yeah. Okay, so Olivia Munn in this is a scientist. Right?
Yeah.
Why does she know how to use every fucking weapon? And
She's pretty good with a machine gun.
with a machine
All
gun.
of a sudden.
And
Well,
why?
she shot herself in the foot.
That's
So,
true.
Okay,
yeah,
but
so obviously
She learned her lesson, and then she did better.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, but did you notice
That's her arc.
she ran down in that first scene? She ran down the predator on foot.
Yeah.
And jumped off a bridge onto a moving truck.
Yep.
Do you know many doctors that do that?
I think that's like
Just out of
sophomore
nowhere?
year they teach that.
Yeah, I was like, okay. So she automatically, and this is one of the dumbest things ever in movies. So she was like, "Oh, it's my alien." And so this thing is killing people left and right, but she wants to follow it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a much bigger person than she is. If a monster came in here and started killing all of you, I would jump out this fucking
But
window.
do you remember what she said when she first saw it? It's the most fucking beautiful thing she's ever seen.
Which is a callback to the original movie.
Is it really?
Because she goes, "You are one beautiful motherfucker."
Okay.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and
You are one
he goes,
ugly
"You are one ugly
motherfucker."
motherfucker."
Okay, so how many homages did they do?
I heard two.
There was two.
When
Get to
black-
the chopper.
Get to the chopper. That's
I like that actor, by the way. I do like him.
He was from Moonlight.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was. I think of all the actors, he's my favorite one.
I'll tell you why I didn't have a
You
problem
had a
with.
favorite? I mean,
Yeah.
they're all my favorites.
Well, I mean, it
Except
is
for that kid.
America's
That kid is-
national treasure.
Yeah,
the
I
kid
hated
was
the kid, yeah.
the
I hate
kid's
that-
acting was.
I hate to shit on
atrocious,
kid
man.
actors, but man,
He was bad.
He's
I'll tell
terrible.
you why I didn't have a problem with the actors with the acting, because to me it looked like all of them were going, "This is such bullshit. We're just going through the motions here. We're just here for the money. We know this is bullshit."
Like actually good talent in this movie, which
Yeah.
is
There
shocking.
is.
Yeah, the guy, the lead black guy who's from
Boyd,
Wait,
wait, not Boyd. What was
He's
his
in
name?
everything. He's like on that show, the This Is Us.
Which
Boyd
one? The main
Holbrook.
guy?
Sorry, yes,
yeah,
thank you.
and
Okay.
the main bad guy, and he was in
main
he's in
bad
Black
guy.
Panther. And,
Oh, he was. Yeah. No, you know what? No, I totally forgot about him. Of course, every
Oh,
villainous
you talk about the guy literally chewing,
gum.
the whole movie.
like chewing scenery.
Yeah.
How come every villain has to pop in a piece of candy, or gum?
It's
in
it's
there?
like a chewing scenery joke, I think.
Okay.
Also, why does he have to be so evil?
I don't know.
Like he's like
Why is he a
I
dick?
just enjoy being a complete dick to everybody.
Because
Like,
there's
I
a
just-
lot of people in this world that just have nothing better to do but be a
Because
dick.
he's a multi-dimensional character. I mean, what?
You know what I missed in the movie? Like, I don't remember seeing him get killed. Apparently he did, but I don't remember seeing
Yeah,
him
because
die.
it's edited
That's
so
true.
greatly. Like, because that should have been a big moment when that dude
should have
died.
been a huge moment.
Like that's another. Like he gets the cannon on his
Yeah.
shoulder, and then like, where the hell did you get that from? Like, all of a sudden they had all these weapons, and then I think he killed himself with it.
Okay, so the blonde guy who's the sniper,
Yeah.
when the big predator's arm got cut off, so he knows how to use that weapon now because he knows. He's a sniper, so he
Can we
knows.
talk about
alien
one of my
weapons.
favorite lines in the movie, real quick?
What is it?
He says, he's like, "You just got to get me close. I'm a sniper." I love that line.
He's like, I'm a sniper. Get me
I'm a
close.
Get me as
sniper.
close as you can.
Shoot people point blank.
like
That's what
the-
sniping is.
Dude, that's not the
Which
point
that
of
had,
sniping.
I'm sure that line was a joke, but it made me laugh.
There
You know
was
what?
actually so many good
missed that.
one-liners that I was trying to keep in my head. I'm like, ooh, remember that. Like you, Shark, I should have just kept a notepad with me because there was so many good ones. I'm like, oh my God, that's terrible.
Well, I also like because the black guy also said, he's like, yeah, you're not the only sniper, white boy. That was a good line. But I think when the two of them kept talking about being snipers, somebody should have said, hey, the fucking scientist over here shoots just as good as you guys do. Said that she never went to sniper school, so
She also runs really far.
she runs very fast, and she's a very, very tough scientist.
Because
Like,
that alien ship, I mean, at the end when it crashes, like it was up in the air for a while, and
Yeah.
then she shows up where it crashes.
Okay, so I always like
She's
you're supposed to suspend your disbelief for these movies because they are what they are, but there has to be in these movies sometimes when there's a monster and the monster's been hit with 5,000 bullets and somebody still stands in front of it with a machine gun. You got to be like, this doesn't work.
Yeah, with the dogs.
Yeah,
That's what they did with the dogs.
Yeah, they just kept shooting the dogs, and then they finally, the one dog.
They don't have any other line of defense.
Yeah, I'm the shit. PETA all I called them. It's like because that one dog that lived through the whole movie, that they just kept shooting and throwing, having it fetch hand grenades and shit.
And then he came back and was like, "Here you go."
Yeah.
Is the dogs the worst idea in this movie?
Yeah.
Well, they had dogs in the
are
other
pretty
movie,
stupid.
didn't they? But I heard they were way cooler looking in the older.
These were stupid.
They weren't. They weren't in the first one or the second one.
In the Predators.
Okay.
Oh, they're in Predators.
And that one he had some sort. But no,
I heard they had like
I need
spikes.
to watch Predators. I'm gonna hate watch that this weekend.
Watch it.
You should watch that. That's
what you have to do.
Yeah, that's one of those movies when you're just hating the world.
You're just so pissed off. You're just like, you know what?
Yeah. So
I'm
you
like,
just
I
sit
want to
there
be
and
angry. Let me put in Predators.
Just sit there and go, I hate
Let me watch
everybody in this movie.
Adrian Brody be an action star.
Oh my god, whatever happened to him?
Yeah, I haven't seen him in anything in a while.
That's what happened to him. He made that.
He won an Oscar, and all of a sudden he's out. He's like, I'm good.
Okay, I'm also.
He peaked. What else can you do?
That's true.
I am so against so much. I hated Thor Ragnarok because there's just too much comedy in it.
I love it.
Oh, I love it too.
And so they're trying to shove all this comedy into it with these people who are not comedic actors, and they are terrible at it.
It was funny.
I think in this movie it was great. I think that like that whole middle section with I thought it was a great ensemble. They were like, the jokes worked for me. I was cracking up through most of that.
I thought it was terrible because it was so forced.
It was so bad. That's what made it funny because we already know it's a bad movie.
That's why I was kind of on board with it. I'm like, if this is just going into like garbage territory, then I was kind of with it, but then it just turned into like a standard action.
Did it seem like, okay, so this is what I think happened. So they start in the movie, it's like, okay, we're real serious about this. We're going to make this great. And it's like, you can already see the progression that the director's like, oh, this is a piece of shit. Let's just have fun with it. Mm-hmm. And then
but
they
he
start
wrote
going,
it though.
I know, but for some reason, whatever you write does not translate very well on screen. So I think maybe that's what happened. They're like, you know what, fuck it. Let's just have fun with this. Do whatever. Yeah. I don't care.
And you with a mostly male ensemble, you have to throw in a hot girl.
Olivia Munn. Let's talk about her. I like Olivia Munn. She sucks.
Like Olivia Munn's not really an actress, right? Wasn't she?
No, she was a
personality,
game host,
right?
Yeah, right on G4 Network. She did a lot of gaming. She's kind of a gamer girl.
Yeah, so they're like, she's pretty. Let's put her in movies.
And she's a nerd, so why not? And now she's starting to get into the acting. I remember her in Magic Mike, but no, this one is like I think she's
in an
trying to take
HBO
on this,
show.
Was she?
The Newsroom.
That was
I never seen it, so that's probably why.
Okay, she's very pretty, but she's not. She can't act.
I think she can. This role was not for her.
Well, and in her,
she runs weird.
Yeah, well, so does Steven Seagal. So
wait. I thought of a scene. Oh my god! Please tell me if you guys thought the same scene. So you know when the Predator breaks out, there's two things, but the main thing was when Olivia Munn went in to go try to get disinfected, and she's naked.
She gets naked, yeah.
And the Predator comes in. I'm like, oh my god, it's a porn scene. Is this going to be like that?
He was like, you remind me of my mother.
Oh, okay, see, and
then a pizza guy shows up.
Yeah.
He opens the door. He's like, she's like crouched. I'm like, oh my god, where's this going?
And I'm obviously a perv because I'm standing there going, show her boobs. Show her boobs. Please show her boobs.
I'm like, oh my god.
You're right with Jigglypuff, who said boobs earlier.
I know he was
tentacle women.
Jigglypuff.
Women, where's tentacles?
Tentacles.
There you go.
Yeah. This is not a hentai, okay?
I'm gonna say, does Jigglypuff know you? Is that?
I don't know Jigglypuff. I'm sorry.
So, speaking of that scene, where they have the Predator
about to do
on the table, he's all
he's supposed to be sedated.
He's sedated,
right?
Like, I don't know. Like, just as soon as they show that, you're like, all right, he's not dead, so he's going to kill everyone in the room. And also, you have his gear right next to him.
Right next to him.
So, like, let's study all these weapons and armor and stuff right next to the sedated Predator.
See, they need to.
It's like, come on now.
They need to redo. Lazy. They need to redo all those movies.
They knew exactly what to sedate him with somehow.
I think they need to redo all these movies that we have wrecked and write us into it.
Yeah.
So, like in that scene, we could come in.
I'm sorry, Shark. You'd be the first to go.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. But it would be real. It's like okay, he got killed because he was too close to the Predator. But I would
not because he was black.
Yeah, but I would be the one who walked in the room and go, "Hey, who else thinks this guy isn't tied down enough? Who else thinks the 8-foot monster is going to get out of these couple of little chains?"
Can I say something? When he's breaking out, Was it me or it's like when a predator's breaking out, you don't want to put your arm by his face, especially with the claws. And then he takes, I'm like, really?
Takes a chomp.
Dude.
So that was one of several stupid scenes because the guy goes, he's waking up.
Oh, God.
And then that guy leans right over his head.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold him down. Hold him down by his face.
Okay.
Idiot.
So the real scene would be.
Grab his teeth.
The real scene would be he's waking up. What would Shark say? Everybody get the fuck out of the room and lock the doors.
Idiot.
We are in complete lockdown.
Like,
everybody get out.
Light the whole thing on fire.
Oh, my God.
Emerald
Texas.
Stone. Emerald Stone. We are in San Diego. That's what part of the country we're
You
in.
missed it, you guys. Emerald said.
That's Tino asking.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tino's
So-
somewhere
yeah.
else.
So this is Tino that's at Emerald, so he's...
Emerald's in
So
Texas. Don't
you
mess
guys-
with Texas.
You
Don't
guys
mess with
missed it,
Texas.
but Emerald said that he or she does VOA for hentai, and Tina's like, Amy does too, and I'm
Oh,
like,
shit.
crap. Yes, I have. I've done 7 titles. That's all I'm gonna say. And
Well,
Have you done any
I'm going to say
Predator?
more. Emerald Stone, are you aware of Classroom of Atonement?
Wicked lessons.
Or Wicked Lessons? If you're not,
Maybe.
it's awesome. Yeah.
Maybe you guys did the same one. You just
Oh,
you
that
never
would be
knew it.
crazy, 'cause we never.
Separate recording sessions. You said you were there by yourself. You didn't meet any other
We
actors.
did not meet any other. Of all the record, and I'm not trying to change topic. It was just funny.
Emerald Stone has done 9. of
Oh.
them.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
sorry. Okay, the other ones I did were regular anime. 7 were hentai. That's awesome though. So, yay!
Pick up
Did any of them have the word predator in the title?
Actually, yes, because I played a Japanese
sounds right.
schoolgirl, and the dude was predatoring on schoolgirls. So yes.
Pick up Classroom of Atonement.
Was he like a predator, or was he
change
more-
my life.
I don't
Or
get
was he
any
more
type
like
of
a-
royalties, Shark, but thank you.
It changed my life.
For the good or for the bad?
for the good.
Oh, whoa.
For the absolute good.
I still haven't seen it.
Okay, Shark, you guys could hook
Where-
up.
where-
I'm
where-
not going to do it.
You gotta.
What
you gotta-
website can I get this from?
You know what? I just went in on Google and I typed in Classroom of Atonement and I clicked on video.
And now you're on like 9 watch lists.
Oh, I'm sure I am. Yeah.
Maybe we should pump this right into the stream
Oh, God, no.
for caffeine to
no.
enjoy.
All right, so Predator, how it's such America's sweetheart of a movie. Love it. Yeah.
It's one of those. Predator is one of those movies, the original, because they're remaking everything now.
They are.
How
There's no
many-
original content anymore.
Yeah, there is no original content. Yeah.
Can we talk about the main actor for a little bit?
Yes.
Yes.
Who I like in Logan and
Narcos.
Narcos.
So he's
Yeah.
a good actor.
He is a
is
good
what
actor.
you're saying.
He is a good
Yeah,
actor.
he didn't work for me in this at all. Like I don't think
I agree.
I don't think
Yeah,
he
he
was
was
able
a
to
weird-
carry the dialogue. Like, or which bummed me out because I like to see the guy.
Yeah. You know, I'm not an actor, but if you're an actor who's been
But you
in a
play
lot
one
of
on
stuff,
TV.
I play one on TV. Yeah. If you're an actor who's been in a lot of stuff and been pretty successful, and then you get on a film like this and you read the script and you're going, this is complete garbage. So you're gonna phone it in, just like
Yeah.
okay, whatever. And I got the feeling everybody else was doing it, so I think they were just having a big joke on set, like
Yeah.
this is a piece of shit movie, but everybody's gonna see it. It's gonna make money. So let's just have fun. And, and Shane Black obviously doesn't give a shit. So he was like, the director, he's like, yeah, just, do what you want.
I don't know. There's got to be some story behind this.
I'm really surprised though the actor who plays
I
the
loved
villain. Yeah.
Nice Guys.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I wish
yeah, that was good.
I still have that article at home because it was like a 5-page article and was all about them redoing this movie. And they went through.
I know there's a lot of studio interference, I want to say.
A lot of studio interference, but it's funny because it talked a lot about the first Predator, how the original script was so bad, and they brought Arnold Schwarzenegger, and like he was just coming into being a big time actor at that time.
Yeah,
and even he said he's like, I'm not doing this shit. When he was like in Shane Black, actually he rewrote the whole thing and made it better. So. That's when Arnold got on. And
did he lose that talent?
So Emerald said, "Is it a remake or a continuation of the story?"
Continuation.
It's a continuation,
It is a
and a very bad one.
I guess because we all missed the last bunch of.
Yeah, I don't even.
Yeah,
know.
you don't need to
AVPs.
see them. Well, maybe you do for this to make sense because Actually, this movie will never make sense.
Right, okay, well,
no matter what you watch.
Obviously, from the end of it, there's going to be a sequel.
No, there's not. This movie didn't make enough money.
I hope not. No, there is going to be another one.
Yeah,
you were in there by yourself today, Shark. That's not a good sign.
Yeah.
Very true.
It's all about how much money it makes.
Yeah,
Dude,
I chalked it up.
yeah.
I went in at 11:30 in the morning on a Friday. I was like, yeah, there's probably not going to be that many people in here, but there was no one. It was just
degenerate.
Me. Yeah.
Even on Sunday, I think there was like maybe 12 people.
There was
total.
a decent amount when we saw it.
Yeah.
Really?
We
On Sunday?
went, like, what was it, like a week into it? Or was it opening weekend?
It was opening
It was
weekend.
Sunday
last
opening
weekend.
weekend.
Sunday opening weekend.
How about the very end? It's like, son, what is that thing?
Yes, yeah, Jiggly.
Yes,
Shark
did
went to
pay
the movie
money.
theater.
He
Yes, I did. I actually went and paid money to go see it.
Because we made him.
Yeah,
we made him.
We did.
I was like, there are worse ways. There are worse ways to
You
spend
needed the full
a Friday
theatrical.
morning. Yeah,
You needed the full theatrical experience.
Exactly. But the little kid, hey, what's this thing? What's in there? What's in there, son? What's it called? The only thing I can call it is the Predator Killer. It's like, really? That's the best you could come up with?
Apparently.
That, and then
Let me see if I got this straight. Did the little kid?
The little kid runs the whole enchilada.
No, did he get everybody
that sounds
killed?
good.
Because was he fucking around with the control panel?
Yeah,
and
he
that
was.
signaled the
Yep.
big predator
Yep.
in.
He brought
to kill
everybody
It's
in.
his fault. It's totally his fault.
Right? Yeah, he got
Good
everybody
point.
killed.
It's
Right?
his fault. Yeah,
Good
it's
point.
It's
his
his
fault.
total fault that this little shit killed so many.
Right now, okay.
I just wanted to make sure that was.
And then also they came and they're like, oh yeah, this kid with the Asperger's, that's the next step in evolution.
Okay, why
we
did
got to
they-
harvest his DNA.
Okay, wait a minute. Why was
Make some Asperger
why-
predators.
We have a Prometheus fan, by the way.
Oh.
Ooh.
Somebody who likes the Alien prequels.
You know what? I hated that movie originally, but after I saw, what was the last one we watched? The Alien Covenant. I
We
went
got
back and
weeds.
watched
Emerald-
Prometheus, and I was like, Prometheus is not that bad.
Emerald Stone. No, you
Stockholm Syndrome, man.
Yeah, I guess
Yes,
so.
Emerald Stone. You only think you like that film. You really didn't. It's terrible. It's like,
I actually sat through like a 30-minute YouTube video that explains everything in Prometheus that you missed.
Oh, really?
Does
Wow.
it explain what
Like-
the writers missed?
Yes.
yeah.
This is
That's-
this is why you were too
It's a sense
stupid.
of creativity is what they
What
meant.
happened is it made me realize that I was too stupid to understand that movie. So it wasn't bad. It was just that we were too dumb.
Right.
Well, you're smarter than every scientist
that movie,
in
man.
that movie. It's like, oh, we're on a planet we know nothing about. Hey, take off your helmet.
Let's take off our helmets.
Let's take off our helmets.
You only live once.
Hey, and you see that plant over there that seems to be
Oh,
breathing?
my
Put your
God.
face right next to that. 'Cause
Remember, they have wheat, though. They have wheat.
they have wheat.
They have wheat.
I
Hey,
know
I'm a
weed.
suspicious character. Why don't you stick your face in that?
Yeah.
Do what I say. Okay.
Okay, now let me ask you guys this. Maybe I was just a scary kid, but if I picked
Yeah, you
up
were.
something, if I picked something up like a phone and red lights started coming out of it and filling up the whole room, wouldn't you drop that shit and run for your life? Or are you going to sit there like, wow, what's this?
It depends.
Emerald, what are you talking
Well,
about? Is it what they missed or what they didn't want to film? What did they not want to film, you think?
I think there was
Anything of substance.
I think if he's talking about Prometheus,
He's talking about.
Yeah, Prometheus.
I think they filmed a whole lot of stuff and they figured out this is all bullshit, so they cut most of it out.
Oh.
And so that's why most of that film doesn't come together at all. But I had another question. Why does the Asperger's kid, why is he a latchkey kid? You know how he got home? His
Yeah.
mother wasn't there. There's nobody there. And he's there for like an hour or just by himself. And this is a
Yeah.
kid who's got
She
a
was
problem.
out drinking, obviously, because she had.
No,
she
she was
a
at
kid.
Target buying Halloween
Costumes. And then, so there's a package.
Which you think you would probably want to talk to your kid about before you buy
Right. And she's like,
costumes.
here's your
I
two
don't know.
choices.
You would also want to talk to them about opening the front door. If you're a little kid, latchkey kid, do you just open the front door when somebody knocks?
Can we also talk about if you don't pay your P.O. box for your mail, they just
They just
Right.
dump,
deliver
dump
it
it.
to
They
you?
dump it. They don't bring the shit to
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Right. They just send it back to
Yeah,
senders.
that
or
sounds like a
whatever.
perk.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pay because then you'll just hand it to me.
And then also, they never explain why. So the package is there. The kid sees it and he just takes it down to the basement.
Right.
Like, he doesn't pull it inside and, hey, mom, there's a package here.
Hey, can I
Right?
say this? The kid had a pretty sweet setup in the basement. I was super jealous of his setup.
Yeah, I would say
Oh, that
man.
awesome computer, that beautiful computer. Oh, I don't know. Well, whatever. Anyway.
Can you actually, because this kid, I don't know,
You can watch
10?
a lot of tentacle porn.
10 years old maybe?
Yeah,
Can-
9, 10.
Can you actually, so the time you can actually start learning and understanding things, is that enough time to be as smart with computers as he is?
When you're
To
the
know all the
next
shit that
step
he
in
knows?
evolution, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You wouldn't understand shark. You're a fossil. We established this already.
Yeah,
You're one of those ancient sharks.
I'm well beyond. I'm one of the old predators. Yeah, I'm not the evolution.
If you were grammable, maybe you would get it.
Yeah, if I was grammable, yeah. If you don't know what we're talking about, just hit us on the gram. Jesus,
Oh,
that's
God.
oh, God.
So
That's terrible.
what I don't understand, because my nephew has a touch of Asperger's. So here's my thing: can't you be intellectual without having a disability? So why does this kid have to have Asperger's?
Well, this is a very authentic look into this.
Okay.
You know, they obviously took it very seriously when they wrote this.
Okay.
And so and also Shane Black directing this, he had to be telling this kid through the whole movie, just keep doing this. Just keep doing it and twitching your eyes.
So
just keep
bad.
doing that.
It's like you can't deliver the line, so just do this.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible.
I
And
loved
then-
when he went trick or treating though. When he taped that mask. That was hilarious.
He just
when
kills like a
kills-
12-year-old boy.
Hey, the dude didn't answer his door. Okay,
Yeah.
he threw a rock at his head. He deserved.
He deserved it.
Okay.
So, like the other people in the house deserved it?
Yeah.
Well, see, that was another
Grandma,
thing.
that'll learn her.
Right.
They didn't raise him right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
the only thing I wanted to see
started
in this
with them.
movie.
Yeah.
The only thing I wanted to
That's
see
the only
in
way
this
to break
movie
the
were those
cycle.
two asshole bullies. I wanted to see them get their ass kicked.
That's true.
Like,
and they didn't get their ass kicked.
Yeah, but that part of the movie was the only part I actually loved, when that fucking thing came out and blew that guy up off of his shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
And then the little kid turns
Shark's
around.
like,
and
I
looks
wish
at the
I
guy.
had one of those.
No, he turns around and looks at the two bullies like, what? And they took off running.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
So, like the Predator's like face mask, it just shoots people.
Apparently now it can, yeah.
Like if so on.
It's like an auto
like on-
self-defense
on the-
mode.
on the Predator planet. Like you can't run up and tap someone on the shoulder and run the other way, like because you'll just die.
You'll just die.
You don't fuck around on that
Yeah,
planet.
yeah,
They're all
Also-
killers.
Apparently there's no
apparently-
hijinks.
Dude,
going on.
they go from planet to planet harvesting DNA from the most vicious predators,
And they fuck
they
people?
combine it with themselves. You don't tap them on the shoulder.
Apparently not.
Yeah, also, wherever that your mask is, apparently you can see whatever's in that room if you look through another mask. They're all connected somehow, like the fucking Borg or something. It's just like this. So much it's like you said, the editing. They had to be very bad editing, because some of this stuff had to be explained in the movie.
I hope someone got fired.
I don't
Whoever
think so.
edited this thing, man.
I think somebody was sitting around going, "Hey, this is the most awesome shit ever."
There's so many like plot gaps that I have no idea. Like remember when they showed up in a news helicopter?
Yeah.
Yeah, where did that come from?
What the hell had just happened?
Okay, well, because he said he told them, if you want to help, go get me a helicopter. And they're like, oh, we're on it.
Yeah,
so,
but that's maybe something you should like story tell.
Why?
in your movie?
They should show them stealing the helicopter.
No, I disagree. The whole point is just like they just got a news helicopter.
I guarantee you that would have been more interesting than like them shooting the tall CG.
The whole arc of the little kid, it would have been far better.
But you know why it would have been funny? Because it's like two women on the picture of the helicopter, and it's like sisters, Weather Channel sisters. I wanted to see how they would have stolen the helicopter from the Weather Girls. That's just me, though.
Yeah,
but,
I would like to see that too.
But no, I do know one thing. There was a scene, they talked about this in the media, where there was actually an extra who was like accused of sexual
I don't
harassment.
think it was
or
actually
something.
an actor.
It was an actor.
I think
that,
he played out. Well, I don't know for sure. I was thinking he was opposite of Olivia Munn, and they just cut him out.
They cut him out because in real life he pled guilty to trying to meet up with a 14-year-old for sex. And he
nice
did not
guy.
disclose this to the movie. So his
think
scene
he's
with
a
Olivia Munn, he was
yeah.
going to sexually harass her while she was running. And she asked the movie company, it's like when they found out what he was guilty of, she's like, he needs to be cut out.
Wait a minute, they cut that out, but
Yeah.
Eat Your Pussy gets to stay in the movie.
He had Tourette's.
He had Tourette's. That's a condition. It's not his fault.
Yeah.
Is Tourette? Does anyone find Tourette's funny? Is that a funny joke?
No, it's
No,
not.
I mean,
it's
like-
a disability, just like Asperger's, you know.
And they played
is
it
a
up as
disability.
much as they could in this movie,
Yeah,
too.
they did.
Like, they just kept doing it. It's like,
Did
no.
Shane Black write this in the 80s?
I'm thinking
This
he
is not
probably
PG.
did.
Dusted it off.
I'm thinking this was his. I'm thinking he wrote a sequel to Predator in the 80s, and this is it. But they're like, yeah, we already got our ideas of what we're
Yeah.
going to do. So
Remember when
He was ahead of his time back then.
Yeah, remember when
No, he
Tourette's was
wasn't.
funny? I think the whole point of the Tourette's was for Olivia Munn to say, "Eat my pussy."
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
think that was
Yeah.
the punchline because he didn't have Tourette's after that. Remember, he
yeah,
just stopped
he
having
stopped
Tourette's.
having it, and then wait a minute, he was friends with that other guy. Who's the actor's name? Is it Kel?
No, he's Keegan Peele.
Keegan, okay.
Or, yeah,
so they had like this, I'm not going to call it a gay relationship, but they were best friends because they went through some shit.
Yeah.
And then here's my thought. So fast forwarding when people start dying. So Keegan's guts are spilling out. I'm sorry. I think it would be dead at that moment, not staring. And then the guy gets impaled on the tree.
That was great. Where they shoot each other.
They're like, and then they shoot each other.
Without even the 3, 2, 1 go.
Paul, they looked at each other like.
They're so connected. They knew exactly the moment.
All right. So
they had a special bond.
Yeah. Okay, so a bromance, like Emerald said.
Let's just take that particular moment. First of all,
because that's when the movies first started to unravel.
Yeah.
Is that moment.
Okay, but so the second the guy gets impaled on the tree, he's dead.
He should have been dead.
Yeah, he's dead. When the guy gets his guts blown out, he's dead. All right, now.
Both their facial expressions are like, oh, shucks.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. It's like, oh, shit.
No, it's all shucks.
Yeah, it was almost like anybody got a Band-Aid.
It's like if I spilled wine on my shirt right now.
Your mouth right now.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was like. Okay, so if you're sitting there and your guts are spilling out, do you really have the wherewithal to aim and hit your best friend right in the head?
No,
at the exact same time he shoots at you.
Your body is in shock at that moment.
You're dying, and again, you can only suspend your disbelief so far.
Dude, Shark, they were like, "What's
I
up?"
love that this is like the guys. I love this is like the problem with the movie. This one's.
They were good for about an hour and 25 minutes.
No, but you put that together with all the rest of the bullshit.
Everything was perfectly feasible up until now.
Exactly.
Because honestly, when that happened, I was like, maybe I'm seeing this wrong. Maybe the wound is not as bad as I think.
Wait a minute, maybe that's not his guts. Maybe he had wieners in his pocket.
Yeah, exactly. The aliens using a fucking paint gun. Yeah, and
he was fine. It was just all that nonsense CG in front of him.
Because he honestly, like everything. When the one dude got his legs cut off, he was like, "Oh, it's like,
this is a mess."
My legs drat the look.
Now I have to. You can see him contemplate. Now I have to pay my copay to go to the hospital.
And just.
Okay, so let's talk about more guts. The beginning of the movie when the predator's going tree to tree, the dude is cut in half, hanging. Blood's dripping down on the predator to show his true form. And they keep doing the close-up of the... I'm like, I don't need to see this 3 times. Could you please stop showing me this?
Nobody...
And then his eyes are like glowy yellow. And I'm like, okay, this is what we're in for. Okay,
that's where I got on board.
Me too, actually. I'm like,
when I saw the eyes, I was like,
all right. Oh. Because going into it, I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be the worst. This is going to be worse than Aliens.
I was on board with the Pod 3. Like,
I did not notice the Pod 3 till the end, like at the very end. And I'm like, how?
Let me tell you
exactly. Is there Samsung next to it?
I can tell you the exact point that I got on board is when the guy was taking the lie detector test, and they said that in his last lie detector test, he said, I dropped out of my mother's womb and hit the floor, and I've been crawling towards my grave ever
that was
since.
a sick line.
And
I do not remember this.
Yeah,
and he delivered it so well.
Yeah, and then they were like, the guys in the movie, they were like, dude, that's badass.
That's dark.
That's dark. That's badass. I knocked on the window and said, dude, kill yourself right now.
Oh my God.
Kill yourself. You're a douchebag. Like you're just... I get it. You're a sniper. Ooh, we're all so scared.
Let's get it close.
Let's get them close.
Yeah.
I've been like, dude, this is not the Academy.
Best line ever. Man, it brings me joy. That line.
I just don't understand the actor from Black Panther why he wanted to do this movie because he's a really good actor.
For money and because he's
they're not going to make much money on this movie. Most of the
people are good actors in this.
That's what Okay, so they are. Except for Olivia Munn and the little kid. But it's like, you can take a bad script and make it good. So what? I'm sorry, the director.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah.
But Shane Black's good.
But not in this one.
No, this is
just from they could have got he's a little kid, so how much, shit can you give him? But as an actor, that little kid blows dog. He should never be in a movie ever again.
Dude, the little kid from Jurassic World was better than this little kid.
They should have gotten a real Asperger's kid, not one faking it.
There you go, real Asperger's kid, and
the kid. I like the kid in Iron Man 3.
I don't like any kids in.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
And the girl in Nice Guys was okay.
And they really
Shane Black
do.
knows how to work with kids.
Yeah, and I guess maybe this is.
But I guess just trying to get a kid to act like he's got a disability that he doesn't is just asking
he
too
doesn't
much.
understand. You know what it is? He doesn't understand. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So
But
you're telling this kid.
You notice, and this is not necessarily a bad thing, but there is a complete 180-degree turn now with how characters are portrayed. Like, so they make like female characters now are just really completely tough.
Great.
Yeah, Emerald just called out Leonardo DiCaprio and Gilbert Grape. Now that was good. That was good disability.
An 8-year-old kid. That's the thing. So what's being translated to this kid from the director of how Asperger's works is the question. You know.
But see, that's like I was saying. So why are young boys in these movies now? They're always such sissies. Like in Jurassic Park, that kid cried through the whole movie.
No, that's true.
Through the whole movie, and like the little girls in the movie, and it's fine. It's a good thing. The little girl in the movie is either really tough or extremely smart.
Wait a minute, but the kid did grow a set of balls when he used the fuck word, though. Remember, don't fuck with me or something like that.
Oh yeah, the reverse psychology.
Right.
That was actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
That was actually a funny line, but it was one funny line in 2,000 shit lines. Mm-hmm. So I mean that and. So why at that point that little kid is afraid of the bullies at the school and he can't listen to loud noises. But he can tell an adult who has a gun in his hand to fuck off.
You know why?
That doesn't scare him.
I'm going to answer that for you.
That's because he murdered somebody at that point.
No, I'll tell you exactly why. He plays a lot of online video games. And there's a lot of talk trashing and he's used to the gun here and all.
Okay, so I play I use PS4.
You play video games, Shark?
Every now and then.
Okay, Candy Crush does not count.
No, it's only one game I play. I play Rainbow Six. Okay?
Oh, really?
Rainbow Six Siege.
I was waiting for Shark to say Tetris.
No.
I was going to say Candy Crush, but by the way,
what's Candy Crush?
You need to play the new Spider-Man. I just want to plug that real quick. Yeah. It's smooth as F.
I heard it was really cool. Except
it's really
I heard the Xbox version sucks, but
I have PS4.
Yeah. But so on
Shark likes rainbows.
But Rainbow Six. I never like. I don't use the headphones.
Okay.
Because whenever you
Shark likes rainbows.
Yes, he loves them so much.
Yeah, and unicorns. But
okay, Deadpool.
So,
anyway,
whenever you play that game and you play like the multiplayer, there's always some kid on there that's just talking, like he's playing the game, but he's just making like annoying noises, like honestly, just like.
I deal with that.
I'm like, what is this? Like, I just.
Well, you don't play online.
That's why.
That's what we get in Overwatch 2. We get little kids that don't have the click to play, and they want to be annoying. Like they're like, oh, let me get attention. That's what it is.
There was I remember seeing this a long time ago. It was probably fake, but it was on YouTube where there was some kid who was doing that, like talking shit to people online, and he like talked shit to the wrong person, and this dude was like it was like an African accent. He's like, I will fucking kill you. I will come to your house and get your parents and I'll kill you. And the little kid's like, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, little pumpkin.
I thought that was the funniest thing ever. I was like, yeah, you're not gonna talk shit anymore, are you?
Yeah. But that's I think that's why. I'm gonna assume that's why he's not as scared with the gunshots, because it's something he connects with and his dad. You know?
Well, that's because
I think it's lazy writing.
Exactly. Okay, all right. Going beyond that,
I'm glad you've.
You're thinking
I'm
very,
trying.
Hey,
Pig Stand, welcome back.
And rational, yeah.
Hey, Pig Stand.
Welcome back, Pig Stand.
Woo.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. In case you missed anything, the movie still sucks.
Don't listen to Shark.
Don't
listen to Shark.
Rainbows, by the way.
He loves rainbows. He hates predators.
Yeah.
Right.
The Predator,
and he plays video games.
The Predator in all the Predator movies is the coolest thing. It's just looking at the Predator. I mean, the costume.
That's one of the best creatures from the 80s.
Okay, here's a
yeah, but what if he was taller? Wouldn't that be cool?
I was really intimidated when he was taller.
Here's a trivia question.
Ooh, he got buff real quick.
Whole drink of water.
The original actor that was supposed to play the Predator, and actually,
in the original,
he actually did play the Predator.
Chewbacca.
No, he actually did play the Predator. He was in the movie, but he was so bad and he complained so much that they just cut his
Andre the Giant.
No, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, but he was so bad. And just complained that they were like, you know what, fuck this guy. Just
you have to make me prettier. Yeah. I'm not pretty enough.
He actually said, he's like, they can't see my face, and they're like that. They're not supposed to see your face.
I want to see the Predator do a roundhouse kick,
and that's why he was in, because Jean-Claude Van Damme is not actually a martial artist per se. He's
not
like
an
a
actor
gymnast
either.
Yeah, and he's not an actor either. But I actually like him now because he's.
Hasn't anyone watched this? Emerald just says that Jean-Claude TV show is really good. Has anyone seen it?
Yeah, it actually is. It actually is funny. Yeah.
What's it called? I forgot.
It's like JKV something. Yeah, something.
I thought that was a movie. Is it a TV show?
It was a movie, but they
it's
also
like a self-parody
they did
thing,
like
right?
he had like a reality show.
Yeah,
where it was it was pretty funny.
I kind of meant to check that out.
So the stuntman who actually plays Predator in this one, I actually followed him on the gram, by the way. No,
hit him on the gram. Is he grammable?
He's so grammable. The really cool thing with this guy, he actually did stunts for Black Panther as well.
Yeah,
but he's a really good artist.
Yeah,
this guy does parkour. So I was like, ooh. So anyway, just a fun fact right there on that.
That's. I mean. That's got to be crazy in itself to be able to move around in those costumes like they do.
Like
Jean-Claude Van Johnson, that's it.
Thanks, Emerald.
So
I think most of the Predators moving around is CG in this thing. So
especially the bigger when he got bigger.
Yeah.
So who played the original one in the Arnold?
Kevin Peter Hall.
Who? Oh wait a minute, Chewbacca?
No. Kevin Peter Hall actually like all the scenes that actually made it in. There's a guy named Kevin Peter Hall. He's like a 7-foot black guy. He was Harry.
He's another black
He was
guy.
Harry and the Henderson.
Wait, the Predator?
Oh, really?
You know what?
The Predator's black?
Yeah.
Hey,
and I will give you another bit of trivia so Kevin Peter Hall is the guy in the suit in the original Predator.
Yeah.
And at the end of the movie when the Predator blows up and then the helicopter's coming in, Kevin Peter Hall is the helicopter pilot.
Oh.
Who sees the whole shit.
I love fun.
How meta.
And then he kills Arnold. He stabs
Wait a minute,
him.
does Arnold die?
Does Arnold die? I don't remember.
No, he doesn't die.
No, the last scene is him on the helicopter.
I'm just saying he's the Predator in human disguise.
Yeah.
Thank you, Emerald. I knew it was Peter something.
Peter
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
But Peter Mayhew didn't play him in the last one. I think he's dead,
he's still alive, but he's in a wheelchair. So.
He's like a 7-foot guy
just
too, isn't he?
Yeah.
in a wheelchair with a crossbow.
I went to Disney. Okay, so
eating a porg or whatever those little fucking things are.
So fun fact about Amy, I go to Disneyland often, and my main thing is to go visit Chewbacca, the little Chewbacca character thing. And no joke, I didn't go this past time, but when I went on my birthday, I almost cried.
Chewbacca's just hanging out in Disney?
Yeah, they have a Chewbacca meet and greet in Tomorrowland, and he's in full costume. It looks like the legit Chewbacca. I almost cried when I last saw him. It was so cute.
That guy's got to be burning up standing around.
Dude.
Yeah.
What? That's like the worst job ever.
Ever.
Well, he's inside, though. He's not outside. So he is in air conditioning and stuff like
It's
that.
still
It probably doesn't matter in the suit.
Yeah.
The AC
Still
doesn't
the
get
worst
through
job.
there.
Yes, Disney does own Star Wars, and I cannot wait for Star Wars Land in 2019, although we'll see what happens with that.
I would love to be the guy in the Chewbacca suit and like the little kids are fucking with you and you're just leaning and going over, hey kid, I'll fucking kill you.
You will so get fired.
Yeah.
Worth it, though. Worth it.
It would be totally worth it.
Like,
I
murdered Santa Claus.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, so can I go a little off topic for a moment into the Marvel
Not
world?
on this show.
What, like we haven't been already?
I'm not, okay, so I'm not trying to do that, but has anyone seen the Captain Marvel trailer yet?
It looks terrible.
No, I don't want to watch it because I want to see the movie.
Okay. What about you, Paul?
I don't think I've seen it.
I've seen
Maybe.
it.
I know the word hero turns into the word her.
Really?
Oh,
Or something like that.
Wow.
And so that's all I know about it.
It doesn't look good to me, the trailer. But you know what? It's the first trailer. There are going to be several more. Well,
It is. I will say this. I'm a little confused.
terrible until proven awful.
I don't...
Thanks, Jigglypuff.
Yeah, that's true. I'm a little confused, but I haven't read much of the comic to really make a solid opinion yet.
Right.
So I'm very curious on how trailer B or trailer 2 is going to work out. But if you haven't watched it, with the exception, I know you want to wait till the film in March of next year, I would recommend it and maybe hear y'all's thoughts next time.
Well,
I know you're going to think it's bad.
I'm sure we're going to wreck it, right? I mean, we're obviously going to talk about.
We're not going to have another Marvel movie, I think, until March. No, wait a minute, Venom.
That's
Venom's
not Marvel.
next.
Jude Law.
it's Marvel.
Jigglypuff Jude Law
It's
is
Sony.
in
It's not
Captain
Marvel
Marvel.
Universe.
No, I don't think so.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Wait a minute,
And I
Venom?
refuse to watch Venom. By the way,
Venom's not in the
Venom,
Marvel
no, not
universe.
doing it. Fuck all y'all.
yeah,
Really?
Me
You
and
guys don't
Paul
wanna
made
do
a
Venom?
truce.
Venom.
We made a truce. We went to see the Predator together, and we made a truce not to watch Venom.
Yeah, we're not watching.
Like,
any
we're
more
not doing
Oh,
it.
that's right.
movies.
Venom is DC. Wait a minute. Why did I think
No,
Venom
no,
was
Venom-
Marvel?
no,
Venom is Marvel.
It is
No,
Marvel.
Emerald said Venom is DC.
No,
that's-
No, Venom is
because
Marvel.
Venom-
It's a Spider-Man spin.
Yeah, that's why I was
It's
like,
Spider-Man,
I'm
yeah.
like, wait a minute.
It's a Sony movie though. It's not in the Marvel universe.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
a
You know
MCU
what?
yet.
It's gonna suck, but I'm still gonna watch it. We don't have to wreck it, but I'm still gonna watch
I'm
it.
sorry, but to me, Venom actually the trailer looks kind of good to me.
Which one? They have two now. They have two trailers.
I think
or
the
actually
first
three.
one. Yeah.
Shark, come on.
Okay.
Come on.
It looks kind of good.
Did y'all
We've
hear?
been here before, Shark.
Yeah.
You know.
But did y'all hear that the Superman Henry Savell's no longer going to be Superman,
Yeah.
and Ben
And
Affleck is
yeah.
no longer going to be Batman?
And
So
now-
now they
Really?
have to redo the whole Justice
Okay.
League.
Can I just say good for them?
Yeah, but so
Really?
now they're talking
Yeah.
about making
Oh, Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan be Superman.
Yeah, because it's kind of like going into that new universe, but they're going to have to now do an intro movie before they could do another Justice League.
You know what?
That's
So
okay.
do people that
Do we need any more?
No,
No.
I listen. I didn't know there was another
Wonder
Can
Woman.
we just
will be
say
Yeah.
the DC universe failed?
They,
Yeah,
they
just-
should stop. They should
Yeah,
just stop.
yeah.
So
Stop.
when we were watching the Predator, the trailer for Aquaman came on,
Oh,
and,
my
and
God.
it dawned on
We
me.
didn't
All of a
know
sudden,
that.
it dawned on me that was like a big joke in the Entourage.
Yeah.
The Aquaman is like
Really?
this big blockbuster
Are you
movie,
serious?
Yeah, and now they're actually doing it.
and now they're actually doing
And
it.
it looks terrible. Like,
And it's like idiocracy.
It looks so
We're
bad.
living
It
it.
looks so bad.
We're not.
You
We're not.
guys got
I
that. I
refuse
didn't
to.
get
I refuse
that.
to do that too. By the way.
No.
I
Well,
will.
I'm not even gonna. I'll wreck it, but I'll just sit here and listen to you guys because I'm not gonna. See
I'll go
that.
watch it on like 3 hits of acid, maybe.
Yeah, it looks absolutely.
There's not enough.
I will
beer in
go
the
watch
world.
it. I actually
Maybe go
will
see
go.
that.
That's why acid.
Okay, so I'm going with a friend. They're
Get out, but-
driving because I'm
yeah.
going to get high and go watch it.
Well, you know how
No.
DC.
He jumps out of a plane into the desert. It's like
Yeah.
Do you not remember the Justice League trailer when he went through the school and
Yeah.
just went through the front door?
On a
I was
surfboard.
like,
On-
yeah.
pretty much on a surfboard. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't see Justice League because you guys didn't invite me to that wreck.
Wait a minute, did
Yeah,
I-
be glad you didn't.
Yeah, actually, we did you a favor.
Actually, watching Aquaman drunk as a fish, it's appropriate.
Yes.
I think you're onto something.
You know how DC is failing so bad because they're trying as hard as they can to catch up to Marvel.
And
Yeah.
they're
But they
still
got like a
failing.
15-year start on you. It's like just give it up.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean,
just-
if they would have tried and do their own thing somehow.
Yeah. And now Joaquin Phoenix is going to be the Joker.
Actually, I'm very
Really?
curious about that because I saw some clips from it, and it's starting from the origin story of when he first started. And
Yeah.
Joker doesn't have
Still
a real
not-
name.
this
This is going to be a Joker movie?
Yeah.
No. So
Or is it a Batman
it-
movie?
no, it's a
It's
Joker,
a Joker movie. Yeah.
It's a
So
Joker.
it's,
Oh, that might be good.
origins, It's an origins of how Joker started because he was a failing comedian. And
No.
he was,
Like,
yeah, he was.
right there.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
Oh, come on. I was on
He
board.
was- and his wife, I think, But anyway, Joker doesn't
He
have
told
a real
some bad
name.
jokes. And
I'm
he got
really-
sad.
Okay,
And then he
between
murdered people.
Joaquin,
Joaquin,
whatever.
yeah.
Thank
Joaquin.
you. And Jared Leto, which I'm a Jared Leto fan. I will do Phoenix all day. with
Joaquin.
this.
You
Yeah.
know why?
I mean, he's a
Because-
real actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Joaquin Phoenix actually is a perfect person to play the Joker because he's just as weird as that character.
And he looks like looking at some of the
Yeah.
someone was filming from offsite like some of the clips.
This
It
is
looks
all bad.
actually looks pretty interesting. I'm not going
No.
to say good. I'm going to say interesting because that's what it looked like.
You know what? That character.
We're not going to wreck it.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That character. Why anybody would even attempt it? If I were an actor after Heath Ledger did it, I'd be like,
Oh
I'm
man,
not gonna,
how can you follow up?
I'm
with
not going to
that?
do that.
Well, I
because-
mean, a Joker origin story. I just don't want to see that.
Well,
It's
know what?
already a bad
This
idea.
is what's amazing to me, and everybody they're just coming out of the closet now because people who are that much into comic books, like that they know all of that lore, they know every bit of it. Do they even go outside? Do they go to movies or do they just
they
sit
don't
and
make
read
movies
comic
for
books?
those people.
Because I actually see online now, like there's like they're coming out more. Like you see people like, oh yeah, I got Spider-Man #6. And I'm just like, I don't understand this. I don't even know what that is. Because to you, it obviously means
The
something.
movie studios don't give a shit about those people because they're going to go see it anyways, regardless.
Well, yeah, everybody's going to
And
see
they're
it.
going to bitch about it, but they don't care.
Like, I bet you that Predator made a lot of money. Or
No.
is going to make a lot of money.
No. It's
No,
not.
no.
It made,
no.
I think, 23 mil.
I don't think.
What?
I
That's
think
it?
Yeah, there wasn't a
Wow.
whole lot. I don't think they did a whole lot of advertisement, but I think people are just over it. They're like, I think Alien kind of ruined
I think
it.
with-
23 million, that's barely enough to cover the guy that
Yeah.
gets his legs cut off.
Yeah,
Right.
23
I know.
million.
I can guarantee they're not going to get their money back for what they spent on it.
Well, if it only made $23 million, then it's
Maybe
it's done.
overseas.
Yeah.
Actually, I take that back.
I
Maybe
Unless they're using these movies to launder money for the cartels.
Could be. Don't laugh. Could be.
Could be. Because why else would you just make piece of shit after piece of shit like this?
Because
how do they not go bankrupt?
Because films are made like they're
not that this was a piece of shit. This was an amazing piece of cinema. I'm just saying
this is America's national treasure.
It is. It is.
Every single year. There are
Oscar time. We're going to be talking about.
Oh my god! That little kid's going to be nominated. So many.
The best eat pussy joke.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Every
the nominations
year,
are.
Yeah. Every single year.
The best Tourette's eat pussy joke goes to
best comedic actor in a
best editing.
Yeah.
Predator.
Oh my god!
Every single year there are hundreds of movies made, and maybe 10 of them are actually any good.
True.
And you never see those.
Have we seen a good movie this year?
Wait a minute.
Black Panther, right?
Black Panther was
good. But listen,
that's different.
But
though.
Black Panther. If Black Panther was a movie that
it's
came
not
out,
great.
No, but if Black Panther was a movie that came out and there were no more superhero movies, you look at Black Panther like that's a stupid fucking movie. You're like it's better than the other superhero movies, and it's got a fairly good story.
Compared to Infinity War, it's good.
Yes, actually, that's
Emerald Storm is laboring under the impression that Wonder Woman was a good movie. You should go back and listen to our episode of Rekt Reviews.
How's my wifey doing?
Wonder Woman was fantastic.
Wonder Woman is a piece of shit movie.
No,
I still stand by that.
No,
it's a piece of shit.
Yes, okay. Wonder Woman is fantastic.
Wonder Woman is fantastic. Yes. She is, but that movie is a piece of shit.
Yeah,
because she's in it. It's
because
good.
hot women don't make good movies.
She does.
No.
Oh, she totally does.
Anything she's in.
She's actually going to be in the new Wreck-It Ralph movie.
I don't know what Wreck-It Ralph is, but I'm going to see that.
It's a CG movie. You don't get to see her.
Can we do that one? Have you guys
You'll get
seen
to hear
the
her
first
voice.
one? Have you guys seen the first Wreck-It Ralph?
Yeah, I did.
I haven't seen it.
What's Wreck-It Ralph?
It's a Disney movie. Can we wreck that? I really want to.
Well,
Wreck-It Ralph was pretty fun.
I heard the first one was good.
It's really good, actually.
We have to wreck a film called Wreck-It Ralph.
Yes.
Yeah, we have to do that.
Okay, all right. I'm excited because it comes out in November.
That's a SoCo party.
Yes. Are you going to bring it?
I will bring SoCo for Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah.
I'm so happy right now.
Well, I guess
Emerald's on board with the SoCo, right?
I guess first thing I got to do is go home and find out what Wreck-It Ralph is.
You need to watch it. It's worth it. It's actually really good.
It's good.
It's a cartoon.
It's a
cartoon.
Like
cartoons?
It's based on video games.
Oh, you know what? I watched Coco the other day.
Coco was good too.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was okay.
It was okay.
Never saw it.
It's predictable, but it's a beautiful looking movie.
I want to see The Incredibles too because I like the first one.
I haven't watched that yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I'm going to watch it.
I just anything but The Predator. So I think we're all thumbs down.
No, I'm thumbs up because again, it's America's national treasure.
No, it's a bad movie.
It's a really good.
It's a bad movie.
Okay, and this is
like I said, I was on board, and then it.
Suck
it, shark.
That's the next movie coming out.
Suck it, shark.
No, that's the name of his new hentai. That's
now that I see them together, Suck It Shark looks like a sequel to Wreck-It Ralph.
That would be the perfect sequel. Yeah, you got Wreck-It Ralph, then Suck It Shark.
Oh my god, this audience is actually amazing. Yeah. I would love to see this more often.
This is a great audience. You guys get it. You guys actually get it.
What was the last good movie you guys saw?
The last good one
no,
this year.
Nobody say Predator.
I rewatched Her recently.
I never seen it.
It's old.
Her's good. Yeah,
it was good. It's still second time around was good too.
Never saw it.
You reminded me of when you said Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, okay. I actually
Mission Impossible for me. Fallout.
Really? You really? I mean, I
really
tried
Fallout.
to go into.
Why did you like that movie?
I watched 15 minutes.
Because it's like popcorn fun.
Okay,
I like that.
Wait a minute, popcorn.
I like that fine.
Well, Predator is popcorn fun.
No, it's not.
I think I enjoyed Predator more though, just because it was so campy and stupid.
It's stupid, but I don't know. I'll watch like Tom Cruise do stupid action.
Here's how really good the films themselves suck, but the marketing is really good because I realized that Predator sucks, and I'm going to see it again.
Computer One, welcome.
Mission Impossible was edited pretty well.
Pigstand, what's Bleach?
What's Bleach?
Bleach is an anime.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I didn't. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. There's a
And then
movie
FX
coming out. It's like
did a
new
live
one.
action of it, but it's actually an anime.
Whatever happened to the live action Ghost in the Shell? Was that like flopped, right?
It was really bad. I have it, and I did watch it. It was pretty bad. But you know what?
Terrible.
You can't translate a live anime into a live action. It's really hard to do.
Kind of like you
Aren't they
can
doing,
translate a comic book into a live action.
Actually, it's harder with anime.
Aren't they doing Attack on Titan? They're doing a
I
live
think
action?
they are Japanese wise. Yeah.
That's a scary ass cartoon.
It is. I think season 3 is a little different. I haven't started season 2, but an anime is actually really.
Are we in anime talk now?
Oh my god, we can.
Do I need to get up and leave?
Anime fun time.
No, not at all.
Big happy unicorns dancing on rainbows.
So what was Bleach?
Bleach is an anime.
I feel like
Do you have any more questions?
It's an older
Do you have any
anime.
more questions after that? That's the word. It's an anime.
I mean,
I take it you're not an anime fan.
Oh, anime. I've seen one. I've seen them all.
There's actually some really good
I don't know.
anime.
I'm probably a little too hard on anime.
You got to see Yorotsuka Doji. The Legend of Overfiend. You haven't seen
Legend
it?
of Overfiend. I've seen that.
Yeah, The Legend of Overfiend. Yeah, that's.
I have not seen.
Send me a link to that.
That's pretty much a porn. It's like,
What?
like it's like a rape porn.
It's tentacle porn. Yeah,
Tentacle porn.
But it's like the most famous anime ever. I can't believe you haven't heard it. And the guy, the artist, is like he's a national treasure in Japan.
Really?
Yeah, he was on Anthony Bourdain's show.
Can you totally send me the link or something?
I can send you a link to that.
I
Yes,
would love to.
Legend of the
watch
Overfiend
that.
was pretty fucked up.
You know what? What's funny is like somewhere in my garage in a box, I actually have that VHS video.
Oh man, VHS to get another national.
Right
treasure.
next to Classroom of Atonement.
Oh my god, no.
Classroom of Atonement
dubbed
is
version,
downloaded.
obviously.
And listen, you guys just don't know.
Wait a minute, how many
How
times have you
talented-
watched this?
At least 3 times.
Oh my god,
At
why?
least 3 times because it's amazing.
It is the worst acting I've ever done.
How much screen time do you get on there?
I get decent. Would you say I get a decent amount?
Very decent amount.
Yeah.
Like
20 minutes?
If I
So
didn't
you've
know,
seen it 3 times. Did you watch it the entire length?
Yeah, that's my question.
I think that's the important question.
Well,
here.
you
5 minutes.
Yeah, you watch it in spurts.
all you need.
Yeah. But you have to listen to it because you guys just don't realize how talented Amy is.
Oh my god!
Let's hear some atonement.
No, sorry, you guys. You have to watch the DVD.
You gotta watch the DVD.
No.
I can imagine that she has to do all of her scenes like on the mic in a very dark room.
No, let me tell you what we did.
Is it on Pornhub? Can you find it on Pornhub?
I think so.
Do they have to
If
set
you
the
find it.
mood? Do they have to like
No.
take the situation?
So it's
and, like,
me and my girl Shannon who ran the boards, and I'm in my jeans and a hoodie. I think I had a cold that day, and that's the first time I was watching it. It was
hot.
on the. I know. God, it's so. I've actually had
There
people
was an
ask me if I
octopus?
was actually having. There's no tentacles in any
no,
of the
yeah,
hentai I've done, which would have been way cooler.
It's not
if there
that type of
was.
school. Okay.
Listen,
Not at all.
you will watch Classroom of Atonement, and when it's done, you'll sit there for 5 minutes going, I
Thanks, Tino.
can't-
That's
I
all
am
I gotta
famous
say.
in the Ukraine. This is true.
Oh my God! Stop it! But
Oh
no,
man, neither one of you did tentacle porn. You're not
No,
real
we're
hentai
not,
people.
We're not. No, but I played Schoolgirls. Does that count?
That's true. That's
okay.
true.
All right.
Who did you play, Emerald Storm?
Yeah, Emerald. I'm curious. Give me a title that
Emerald
you actually
played
did.
a tentacle in high school, so there you go. You get both of them.
One of 8 tentacles.
I can't believe you have not seen The Legend of Overfiend. I got to send that
No.
to you. I have got to send that to you.
But what? Okay, so the best movie this year, I'm gonna have to say Infinity War because there really wasn't a whole lot of good movies.
Black Panther's better than
No, actually, Infinity War was better than Black
I
Panther.
agree.
Oh,
I
agree.
no.
I think me and Amy have the same taste in movies.
Yeah, we're very similar. I like Black Panther. Don't get me wrong, I really liked it. But Infinity War, I've been waiting on that, so there is a little bit.
There's
of,
there's a lot wrong with Infinity War.
There's a lot
but it's
wrong
not
with
done yet,
every.
though.
everything,
It's
yeah.
not. Ant-Man 2 was okay. I was actually kind of surprised.
I hated it.
I
Really?
I haven't seen it.
haven't seen
It
it.
was
yeah.
okay. It was-
We got to go on a movie date, Shark. Is that still in the theater?
I'm so sick of
I
that.
want to
guy
watch
as
a
Ant-Man.
movie with
Yeah,
Shark.
that's- yeah.
Can we all go to a movie with Shark one day?
Has to be
Oh,
a good one.
we got to go see The Meg with Shark.
No,
Mm-hmm.
Is
what
that-
I
is
think
that
I think
even
that's
out?
on DVD now.
Yeah.
Straight to
What?
video.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
what I would love to do is if we all watch a movie here in house.
We talked
and
about
stream
that.
it.
Yeah.
I would be happy to do
And
We'll
like
have to
the-
check with Caffeine how that goes. Like
Yeah.
going on like Facebook or YouTube, they'll probably pull it.
Well,
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
copyrighted.
Well, we don't have to show it. We could just be watching it, and then we could tell the audience.
We could be the
like,
new-
hey,
There's
we're
going to be a
starting
lot of downtime then.
We can tell the audience, hey, we're starting it now, and then it'll just be they can watch it along with.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
We're the new Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Like Shark needs to see The Room. I mean,
I saw it.
Oh, you saw The Room?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw it. It was fantastically terrible.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Fleming, for sharing the broadcast. That's so awesome for you to do that.
Oh, yeah,
share, you guys. Share the goodness of this national treasure we call Predator.
Oh. And you know
other
what?
things.
I think you're the only one calling.
You know what?
It's such a national treasure.
I feel bad now. Everybody should go see Predator because it only made $23 million.
Seriously, you know what?
The poor kid with Asperger's needs his medicine.
If anything, support the stunt actor who plays the Predator. He is awesome.
That poor kid is going to school now, and his friends are going, "Hey, you suck, dude."
Oh,
that be like, fuck.
So it took me like a minute to figure out. They're like, "Yo, I'm down for some Asperger's. I'm gonna put some Asperger's in my mouth right now." I'm like, what the fuck?
I was like, are they getting ready to rape this kid?
Yeah.
What,
and then I'm like, Asperger's.
I totally got that when they said that.
It took me too long.
It took me a while. I was like, what?
Can we talk about how shitty that teacher is, by the way?
Like, yeah. There's a fire drill. The teacher just takes off, leaves a disabled kid behind.
Yeah. I was like, what kind of fucking prison elementary school is this?
I know, they're like, oh, and then the kid, like, all the chess pieces are on the floor. He fixes it like no one sees it. Okay, first of all, can we talk about the fire alarm? No one did it how I was taught in school. Everyone's like, okay, I guess I'll go outside now. And they just walked out.
They just started walking
and
out.
then the kids stayed in the classroom. The teacher's like, I don't give a fuck, whatever. You can stay.
Yeah, the teacher obviously doesn't get paid a lot.
No.
We had to line up single file and walk out. And then
calm.
There was a certain area. So while he's in, like, the teacher just leaves.
Do you think this movie's
I can't believe I'm criticizing
realistic?
this, but it's so true.
Well, no, but I mean, when a little
this
kid.
This movie has flaws?
Well, you know, like I said, you can only have so much suspension of disbelief. When a little kid's about to get ass raped in the class because of a fire drill, and they don't write in that maybe the teacher should have burst back in like, oh, hey, sorry, I forgot you. And he still like
the teacher should come back in and like, I only get paid $35,000 a year.
It's a fire drill. What if there was a real fire and that little kid's in there picking up chess pieces? Like that's
no.
I'm not dying in a fire for him.
If I ever meet this actor,
you met the kid.
If I ever meet this actor and I'm like, oh, what have you done? Oh, I was in Predator. Oh, what'd you play the teacher? You piece of shit! You left that kid.
You are why teachers do not get paid, sir.
And he'll be like, you saw the kid in the rest of the movie.
That was before.
Yeah. And I'm also for Keegan, whatever his name is, Keegan.
Who?
The bald-headed guy. Who got
I like him.
Who got his whole chest blown out and was like, oh, yeah, that's unfortunate.
So amazing.
I'm going to ask him, and I'm like, yeah, I'm glad somebody got you a Band-Aid for that cut on your chest, you piece of shit. It's terrible.
Hey, Emerald, no, I personally have not seen A Wrinkle in Time. I heard it was okay.
I haven't seen it
I don't
either.
know if you guys seen that.
I will not see a movie where Oprah is acting.
I was going to say, is Oprah involved in your comment?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't see a movie where
Oprah's in a movie?
I'm not doing an Oprah movie either.
I liked her in Color Purple.
Is she giving away cars?
She was actually good in Color
You
Purple.
get a car.
Yeah.
You get a wrinkle. You get a wrinkle.
You get a house.
You get a wrinkle.
You get a house.
Yeah, she's like Oprah is one of those people who like she's like I've done a lot of good stuff, and
hashtag my president.
Yeah, and I have a lot of money, so I can do vanity projects. I'm not an actress, but I'm going to act in my next movie. It's like
she doesn't have to do shit for the next 150 years.
It's just like Quentin Tarantino should not act in his films because he's the worst actor to ever live.
And the worst director now. I hated every one of his movies lately.
Like, what was the last movie you watched?
The Hateful Eight. It was hateful.
Actually, it was okay for the first hour, and then
it was too long.
It's all just torture porn,
Tarantino
beginning to end.
An editor
and a psychiatrist. Yeah. He's got some issues to work out.
Oh, for sure.
Have you noticed that Quentin Tarantino has a big foot fetish?
Yeah,
yeah. He's always showing somebody.
And he's in love with Uma
feet.
Thurman. So
and every single movie is just like this revenge fantasy. Like every single one, always. It's the same movie every time.
Oh,
yeah, completely bloody. Like I didn't know that. Yeah,
he's very hit or miss for me.
Yeah,
well,
I don't think he's hit one since Kill Bill 1.
Well, he came out. He came out so hot that
Inglourious Bastards.
The first half of that movie's pretty good.
I have that movie, never watched it.
He came out so hot though. It's hard to. I mean, you get with Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction. It's really hard to top that shit.
Pulp Fiction's my fave of all of his movies. That and then Kill Bill 2, Kill Bill 1, and then Reservoir Dogs.
Pulp Fiction and Purple Rain are probably the only two films I've seen at least 10 times in the theater. It's like you just.
That's an odd pair.
I didn't picture you for a Purple Rain.
Listen, you guys were mere toddlers when Purple Rain came out.
Are you going to dress up like Prince
just
for
twinkles
Halloween?
in our parents' eyes.
No.
Can we get you to dress up like Prince for Halloween?
You know what? I always go as the same character on Halloween. I go as Comfortable Man. I wear a T-shirt and some sweats.
Shark could go as Prince's motorcycle.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what would be a good idea? What if we did, like, for a Halloween episode, we do, like, a scary movie? It doesn't have to be a recent one because I don't think there's any good ones.
Okay, there's some movie, some horror movie out now called Hereditary that I haven't seen.
Oh, I saw that.
We're in San Diego.
Everybody says it's the scariest goddamn movie ever made.
No, that's a lie.
Which one?
Yeah.
Hereditary. That's a damn lie.
Is anybody here interested in seeing Mandy?
What's Mandy?
Oh, with Nicolas Cage.
Nick Cage.
What?
I heard that he was good in that.
I hear it's like a heavy metal movie.
Yeah.
Is it out now?
It's in theaters. I think it's also video streaming.
Oh, another movie. What about the new Queen movie that comes out in November?
Oh, Bohemian Rhapsody.
I'll go watch that.
Yeah.
I'm totally gonna go watch that. But
that'll be a solid B minus.
Really, I have a 0. I don't know, biopic movies.
Biopic. I don't know. You got it's music. You got to watch them. And Homeboys from Mr. Robot. I like them.
That's true. Mandy, I'll have to watch the trailer.
I will go and see that just because Nicolas Cage is in it because he's such a
he's
maniac.
another national American treasure.
It'll be an experience.
We
could probably talk about it for at least an hour. I bet.
Well, he was at one time. He was like one of the highest paid actors and like most bankable. Now he's in like 10 movies a year, and they're all just like straight to video.
He's trying so hard to get into movies so bad.
Well, because didn't he go into debt really bad?
Because he spent like $3 million on the first Superman comic, and then it got stolen.
Oh, because he was supposed to play.
He also
Superman.
bought like some like weird grave with a pyramid.
What? Yeah.
What?
Who are you talking about?
What?
Nicolas Cage.
Oh.
God, now I have to read up on.
He has a weird like
He's a wacky dude.
It's like a weird pyramid grave in like Louisiana or something.
Somewhere in the world, there's got to be some test footage of Nicolas Cage playing Superman. And
There's
a photo.
I saw the photo. There's a photo.
It's a terrible photo.
It's a terrible photo.
Oh my God. It looks like Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, it does.
It's Tommy Wiseau in a Tim Burton outfit.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
So is Mandy a horror movie or what kind of a movie is it?
I think it's horror.
Yeah, it's his daughter. He's like a
like his wife gets captured.
He's like a lumberjack or something, isn't he?
What?
And his daughter or wife gets captured by some crazy cult.
So this is Taken.
Mandy. It's called Mandy. It's
you know what? I've seen a little piece of it. They have like,
hey, Skycast.
It's like it's a heavy metal movie.
Yeah,
because like some of it is like animated and like it's supposed to be just really
is it?
weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm down for whatever. I need some Nick Cage in my life and not National Treasure on that.
What's the last time? Is that the last thing he did? National Treasure?
Like the big thing?
The big thing?
Yeah, I think so.
No, he's done like
Wicker
5
Man?
movies a year.
Didn't he do that?
Yeah,
And they're all straight to video.
Let's not talk about Wicker Man.
Okay, I've never seen it, so.
The Originals is a great movie, and then they remade it with Nick Cage.
Yeah. Well, he killed himself with Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah, that was.
He does 5 movies a year, and they're all Ghost Rider.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. That
Look,
was it.
I'm just saying Halloween, let's get down, let's get you in some Prince gear.
We should we got to get back on a regular schedule.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
I would love that, actually.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I will wear Prince gear.
I miss drinking
on Halloween.
All right.
If you wear the gear that your character in
No.
Classroom of
Okay,
Horror-
first of all, no one wants to see that mess. I actually, believe it or not, I actually have a Halloween costume we dress up at work. And have you guys seen the little onesie of like anime characters where it's like a onesie outfit or something like that? Mm-hmm. Okay. So basically I got that, but I'm toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. So I have this little dragon outfit and I'm going to wear red chucks. So I can totally wear that, but I'm not dressing as one of my characters because no one needs to see that.
I don't think I was.
No one can handle all this and that. I'm not doing it.
I don't think I've been dressed for Halloween since, good God.
Oh, there you go.
This can't be real.
Hold it up for the camera.
Yeah, this is.
What is it?
This is Nick
That's
Cage.
Nick Cage.
Yeah,
Superman.
man.
A little closer.
Yeah, this can't possibly
Oh,
be real.
that's
that's
beautiful.
so
Look at
hot.
that six pack.
Wow, yeah, the
that's
six pack
so-
built into the suit.
That is so good. Look at that.
It's Loki
hair.
as Superman.
It is Loki
It
as
is Loki as
Superman.
Superman.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can we get Tom Hiddleston?
I like
in
the way
that?
I like the way it says Nicolas Cage will finally get to play Superman. No, he won't.
I don't know.
Never.
Maybe.
Well, now that Cavill's out, maybe
Apple's out and Batman's out.
Maybe he'll be
So,
both.
Bless. Yeah, Batman's out because
They have the
Ben
same
is
mother.
in,
What the hell's wrong with Ben Affleck?
he's in rehab.
I was gonna
Really?
say,
Yeah,
he's
so
got to be on drugs.
what's going on is
Pills?
the movie studios, all they have to be insured, and they're looking at him as a high. They don't want that.
Has
So-
anybody seen his wife's movie?
Which one?
The new
He's
one?
not married. Oh, Peppermint.
Peppermint.
Hell
yeah.
no.
Yeah,
Hell no.
Where she's like a tough killer.
It's Taken Part 4. That's
I actually
basically-
I like her. Not,
Jennifer Gardner?
Yeah, not so much. Just she seems like a good person. Like,
No, I would love to meet her. I just have no interest in that movie.
she was great. I finally saw Juno. Which
I love
That's a
Juno.
good movie.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Juno's a good movie.
That's a great movie. Yeah.
Eric has thoughts on Juno.
Eric hates everything, even more than I do.
Hey, thanks Natasha for sharing the broadcast.
Anybody that hates Wonder Woman is just
I
blasphemous.
love
It
me
feels
some
someone in
Gal
their right
Gadot.
mind.
It's just blasphemous.
Someone who doesn't like garbage.
Wait a minute. Who's super sweet mega bitch? I forgot. Where is that from? Why does that sound so familiar?
Pretty sweet mega bitch.
Super sweet mega bitch. That one I don't know.
I think it's a Prince song.
Really?
No.
I know practically every Prince song, and there's no super sweet mega bitch.
Sweet mega bitch.
Oh man, I could see Shark going through LA traffic. It's like the only thing that could calm me down is some Prince. Put on some Prince greatest hits.
Listen,
Diamonds and
listen.
pearls.
I'm sure that somebody has been on an LA freeway and pulled up next to my car and saw me going purple rain. Purple rain.
So, Shark, I go to LA often. I'm hoping the one day I am right next to you in your truck.
No, that's not something.
And he's
you're gonna
princing
see.
out to the
And
max.
and I can just videotape it and share it with
Because I'm either printing out to the max or just looking at people like, I'm going to kill you.
I'd be like,
Fucking kill you.
dude, that's me. I'd be like, I do this.
All the time, I talk to myself. I'm like, why are you doing that? What is it you're doing? Why are you not moving?
I'd be
don't
like,
understand.
all right, that's how it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we're doing that now.
It's like,
LA traffic.
You're just in the car like, ooh, I wish this motherfucker would get in the car.
Be like, ooh, you're gonna get it when you get off this exit.
Like,
All right, Emerald Storm, thanks for hanging out, man.
All right,
Does
thanks,
anybody have any-
Emerald.
Emerald Storm, we
Have fun.
appreciate you.
Join us next time, okay?
All right, bye, Emerald Storm. Does anybody have any thoughts on what we should rec next?
Bye, Jigglypuff.
You know what? Let's try
I
to
think
find.
she's saying-
I meant,
Bye.
okay, well, sorry.
Why don't we try
Stay
to find a
Jigglypuff.
good movie that's not superhero or not?
No, I'm cool with that.
But they don't make too many of those anymore.
No, they
'cause
don't.
Did anyone see Sicario 2?
No,
I have not.
But I heard that was good, though.
I rewatched Sicario the other day. I love that movie.
I never
That's a
seen
great
it.
movie.
That movie is awesome.
Never
Yeah.
seen it.
Benicio del Toro is fucking savage.
I'm really
in Sicario.
bummed they made a sequel to it.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. That
I
seems
kinda-
kind of a cheesy move.
I
kinda wanna
expected
see
it after it made money. They were like, let's get ready. Let's get set on another one right away. And of course, Benicio del Toro was like, I'm in. How many millions do I get?
I don't even know what's out. I know was it The Clocks in the Wall. I'm kind of curious about that, but
I see nothing but Jack Black.
I know, but I'm still
Yeah,
kind of
it's
curious.
so
about it.
annoying.
It doesn't mean I'm going to the movie theater for that.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
What about anyone into that magical beasts, whatever?
Oh,
The Harry Potter shit?
Yeah, the Harry Potter shit.
Terrific
I might
Beasts,
watch
yeah.
it. Yeah, I might watch it just because I saw the first one. I'm kind of curious what's up.
am I the only person that's never seen a Harry Potter movie?
I'm
guess
jealous.
so.
I've never
what is
seen
wrong
one.
with
I've never
you?
seen one Harry Potter movie.
Well,
I've also
don't
never
start.
seen Raiders of the Lost Ark. I've never seen
What?
any of those.
Okay, now there's something. wrong.
There's something wrong with you.
We should watch Raiders of the Lost Ark then.
Actually,
Never-
that'd be kind of cool.
Never seen it.
Why don't we
great.
do something like? Why don't we do a classic? Maybe just kind of revisit that. We don't have to see anything new.
If we're going to see a classic, let's watch Cotton Comes to Harlem.
What?
It's okay, Jigglypuff. Go
I have to
earn
I
some
have-
money.
I have to enlighten the white
Get
people
that
in the
paper.
room to black cinema, to black exploitation films. They were great. They're awesome.
Jiggly, when you make that caffeine money, when you become big, just don't forget about us.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Remember where to spend it. We got Shark's got a Prince outfit to pay for.
If you would like to pay for Shark's Prince outfit, please send all donations to Amy.
It's more purple than you've ever seen in your life.
Oh my god! If you want to see
make
Shark,
it rain, make it purple rain.
Oh my god! Anyway, I'm open to whatever you guys want to do, but I want to do a scary movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be
What's
October.
coming up for Halloween?
It's gonna be October.
There's gotta be something.
Oh, did you guys?
How about
a movie
The
called
Nun?
The Nun is out
Yeah,
right
The
now.
Nun. Yeah, check that out. They don't really make
I'm
scary
okay with
movies.
that.
Oh, wait a minute. The new Halloween is supposed to be coming out.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think it's coming out this year though.
It isn't? I thought it was
No.
coming out on Halloween.
Really?
I
didn't see
think
any
so.
previews
Yeah.
for it.
Wasn't there like a Jason versus Predator or some shit?
Ew.
It was
Ew.
Jason versus Freddy.
Ew.
Yeah.
No, when I was at the theater, they did this. You guys must have some different trailers because they did this horror movie called like Hell, something like with an amusement park, and it only happens once a year, and people actually get killed in
Hell
it.
Night.
Hell Night. Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks really dumb, but
It probably is. But listen, we're just talking about the stupid Jason Freddy shit. So Jason comes to Manhattan. Is easily the dumbest movie ever
He has
made.
a shopping budget of $5,000.
But it's got the greatest scene in it where he's just walking down the street and there's some kids listening to some stupid fucking music on a big box and he just kicks the shit over. It's the funniest shit you've ever seen.
Oh my
The kids are just looking at him like, "Hey, dude, what the fuck?"
he's like, "Don't fuck with me."
It's awesome.
We should watch Gremlins 2.
I've never seen that.
Never seen Gremlins 1.
You never seen Gremlins?
It
1?
has a Hulk Hogan cameo in it
Oh my god!
I don't remember. I remember watching that movie.
that breaks the fourth wall. It's a terrible movie.
Oh well, then we got to watch the actual Hulk Hogan movie with him and Zeus.
I know the
Where
movie.
he's the wrestler. Him and Debo.
Oh my god, Devo. No, I know the movie theater I went to. They were advertising. I think one day each week for the month of October, they were going to show old classic horror films like Carrie, Misery, stuff like that.
Misery is an awesome movie.
It is, but I guess I don't know. Maybe something. The Nun. I'm down for The Nun. I heard some decent things about it.
Let's do The Nun.
I'll see The Nun.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to if you're
The
making
Nun.
me.
Yeah. Oh, you don't like scary movies, Paul?
I don't.
Oh, I guess Shark. You have to.
Do you
go
have?
back.
Yeah.
Is there any horror movies that you like?
You can sit next to me, man. I'll hold your hand. I'll buy you a lollipop. You'll be fine.
What was the one with haunted
There's a lot of
haunted house one recently? There's a couple of them. There's like a couple.
Oh, you mean the one movie about a haunted house? What the hell are you talking about? There's like,
It's like a spin-off from Amityville Horror, I think. There's like this husband and wife team that like.
That's every horror movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's completely.
Yeah.
Well, you guys think about it.
Oh
We
no!
don't have to make
If
a
we want
decision
to
now.
do a classic, we got to do The Exorcist.
I've never seen it actually.
The Exorcist is a scary fucking movie.
I heard it was.
Yeah. Scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. I was 9 years old.
Oh my god! No, the first scary movie I saw as a kid that really scared the crap out of me is two of them. The first one, in the movie theater was Hellraiser. That scared me. The other one was Children of the Corn, and my parents tried to rent a house with a cornfield behind it, and I had a huge fit.
Okay.
I did not like that.
Have you guys ever seen Phantasm?
No,
Okay. Phantasm.
Phantasm.
Phantasm is the reason I'm afraid of midgets.
really? What? I'm assuming.
Have you gone back and
Phantasm.
watched Phantasm?
It's
terrible.
dumb.
It's
terrible.
shit now, I'm sure, but
It's terrible, but it is the very reason I'm scared to death of midgets and can't stand next to them.
really,
Yeah.
Instead of a really tall predator, if it was a midget predator.
midget
Oh.
predator. Oh, wait a minute! Did you guys ever see at Comic-Con maybe 2 years ago? There was this little kid dressed as like a little mini predator.
I didn't see
Oh,
that.
that's like your worst nightmare, Shark.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
yeah.
I'm so gonna put that video on your Facebook.
Well, see that it's a little kid. And
Yeah, but it looks like a midget.
yeah, see that would like a couple weeks ago I was at a friend's birthday party and they
And there was
all know.
midgets.
Well, they all know I'm afraid of midgets. So
Oh,
anytime they
God.
see one, they try to sneak it around me. And they did that shit. There were two of them.
Are they midgets around you?
Yeah, they
Really?
just
Pick up
I just like find a little person like,
No, they
yeah,
like-
we'll give you $200 to come with us.
No, it's like if you're at a bar
to a
and
party.
there are no seats, they see the midgets and they're like, oh yeah, they can sit here, and they'll just move.
Oh.
And then I'm sitting here and they'll be like, hey Shark, would you grab that behind me? And I swear to God, we're at the water bar. I knocked over like 3 chairs.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
And if you see Phantasm, trust me, you will be afraid of midgets.
I've
as
never
well.
seen it. I don't know if I want to now.
You
It's goofy as fuck.
Nah,
I'm
movie.
sure any 80s like horror movie like Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
That's so good.
Do you guys know who Bushwick Bill is?
Nope.
Okay, Bushwick Bill, he's the midget rapper in the Ghetto Boys.
Okay.
Okay, I met that guy one time a long time ago in Hollywood at Tower Records. He was standing behind me at Tower Records, and I stepped on his foot, because I didn't know he was there, and he said something like, "Hey, watch out, motherfucker!" And I turned around, and it's this fucking little midget. So I was like, little fucking monster standing there, scared the shit out of me. I was about to have a fight with Bushwick Bill, and I was going to drop kick his ass all the way across Tower Records.
I would have totally paid to see that. So, all right. So, do you think should we wrap it up on last thoughts of Predator?
Last thoughts of Predator. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible movie, and I will see it again. For what reason, I cannot tell you, but I will see it again.
I was never bored watching this movie.
I wasn't
It's a really
Yeah.
bad movie.
It's so bad. We have bad movies where like we want to walk out of the theater, but this one just makes you want to stay. Again, America's national treasure.
Olivia Munn as the gun-wielding scientist. I was waiting for them to say that she's like a scientist, but in the army.
Yeah.
Or like she's
She just adapts fast.
She's actual commando,
she
but
just
she's
wrote a letter to the president. That's all.
Oh yeah, that's how she
she
got.
likes
They're like,
animals.
we'll have you dissect aliens. You wrote a nice letter in high school.
Forgot to mention that she wrote a letter to the president when she was 6 years old.
Yeah, and that's how she got.
Yeah,
That's how she works with predators.
And she loves
so,
animals,
yeah.
and if they ever find a space animal to contact
What
her.
happened to her dog, by the way?
Did she have a dog, or was she just hanging out?
She was
with
walking
the
a
park?
dog, and then like the government took it from her.
They took her dog. Yeah.
And they gave it to a
I
Chinese.
didn't know.
I'm sure that dog got killed by the predator by like everybody else did in this movie.
I'm sure that
She was-
dog was thankful to just get away from.
She was probably glad to be rid of it.
Just honestly, one more time, when soldiers and shit are getting ripped in half in front of you, you don't jump up and get like, especially if you're the scientist, you sit down and you try to rethink this shit. Like, okay, how do I get out of here from the thing that's ripping things in half? Obviously. Okay, at the end of the movie, she has the little thing that makes you invisible.
Yeah.
And then she comes out of nowhere and she just jumps on the predator's back.
Yep.
Okay,
yeah.
She's also the bravest fucking scientist to ever live.
Yep.
And like, so she jumps and starts shooting it in the head. Yep. Now, that puts it down, even though it's already been shot.
Maybe
by
he had a
200
crush on her and he couldn't bring himself to hurt her.
There was a porno scene about to start, and he's like, "Nope, I'm gonna save it for the wedding."
Maybe he's
party."
gay.
Yeah, in the only part of the movie they could have saved it, where they could have showed Olivia Munn's boobs,
And they
they
didn't.
refused to do it.
Yeah.
I know you're upset about that.
I'm
Sean.
very
It's
upset
okay.
about
Watch Magic Mike.
You see
Yeah,
her
they
boobs
do.
in
They
Magic Mike?
you kind of do see your boobs in Magic Mike.
There you
Yeah,
go.
but then you got to watch
Or
a
go
lot
on
of
the
dudes
internet.
like swinging their junk around too. I don't want to
Well,
see
then
that
just
shit.
go on
Hey.
the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's on the
There you
internet
go.
somewhere.
type in Olivia Munn's boobs.
There you go.
All right. So the
You'll get something.
moral of the story is boobs.
Boobs.
Like Jigglypuff said in the first place.
Jigglypuff said boobs.
Hey,
All right.
Jigglypuff predicted
Well,
it. So
We'll figure out what we watch next, and then we'll
Yeah.
post it on
For
Facebook
sure.
or something.
yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like
All
a
right.
plan.
Thanks, guys, so much for joining us.
Thank
on
all
our
you
first
guys from
live.
Caffeine TV as well for
Right.
joining us here. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Hope you like what you saw.
Oh, you're very welcome. No, we should thank you for making this happen.
Thank you, Jigglypuff, and no shark will not suck it.
And he loves rainbows. Anything rainbows.
Shark loves rainbows.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.
Peace. We'll see you.
Later.